Hey everyone, Shadow here. So in this video we're going to do two things. First, we're going to take a look at my roster, and I'll comment on certain champions and where I tend to use them. Second, we'll take a look at my current mastery setup. Now I say current because it changes depending on what I'm doing. Alright, so first a little history. I created this account a couple of years ago, but I played for maybe a month and then I quit. You know, the game just did not pique my interest at that time. I came back in June of 2016, so just 1 year ago. I've bought two offers since I've been playing. One was a $9.99 offer. I forgot what that one was. And the other was a $29.99 offer, and it didn't even come with a gifting badge. And I still don't have a gifting badge. Alright, so with that history, let's take a look at what I've been able to accomplish over this past year. Alright, so I've sorted by hero rating, and I'm filtering only the 4 stars right now. And I'll put the totals for my champions and a breakdown of them on the screen so you'll have it for a reference. Now, as you can see, I have 4 champions that are rank 5. Rogue, Hyperion, Ultron, and Scarlet Witch. Rogue I took up mainly for prestige reasons, but she is a good champion, and I do take her into AW every so often. Hyperion is a beast. I really like fighting with him. If you haven't seen my video on him, please check it out. It's on my channel. Now, as much as I like playing with him, I tend to use him in AW defense. He's good. Ultron is just all around good utility. I can take him anywhere. I take him to Alliance Quest, Alliance War, both on offense and defense. I'll take him to do the monthly quest events and general questing. I don't regret taking him to 550 at all. And lastly is Scarlet Witch. Now, although she is just a shadow of her former self, and her prestige isn't all that great, I took her to rank 5 and I have not regretted it. She's still a really good champion, and I use her primarily in Alliance Quest. Now, she's still RNG based, so sometimes she'll just dominate and sometimes she won't, but even when she doesn't, she's still pretty good. The only reason that he's not rank 5 right now is because I don't have the class catalyst to do it, but as soon as I do, he's going to rank 5 immediately. Karnak was a disappointment. I regret taking him to rank 4. The only reason I did that was because I was planning on taking him to rank 5 for prestige, but he's just not good enough for that. And I got other champions that had higher prestige, and I no longer need him for prestige. In fact, if I had any rank down tickets, he would go down to 3 immediately. Next up, we have OG Vision. He's definitely awesome, and I have a video on him as well on my channel, so if you haven't taken a look at that, please check it out. The only reason I'm not taking him to 550 right now is priority. I'm really waiting to rank up my Voodoo or my Wolverine. But I use OG Vision primarily in Alliance War, and he's great for taking on those power gain nodes. Alright, so next up we have OG Daredevil. Now, I love OG Daredevil. I want to rank him to 550, but for the same reason that I'm not ranking up my OG Vision, I just have other champions I have prioritized over him. But I do want to take him to 550. I definitely bring him to Alliance War, and he is awesome for those unblockable Special 1 and Special 2 nodes. Next we have Drax the Destroyer, and he is a pretty good champion. I have him duped a couple of times, and he used to be on my Alliance Quest team. Now, you would think that he's not that good against Ultron because he can't make Ultron bleed, but he is actually very good against Ultron. I tend to beat Ultron when I use Drax. It is amazing. Those Furies that Drax stacks up, he dishes out the damage. Ah, the mighty Star-Lord. Now, I've had some questions on whether to rank him to 5 or not, and I'm not ranking him to 5. Now, my reasons are this. There is a 5-star version of the Star-Lord, and once you get that one, this one becomes obsolete. Or at least once you dupe the 5-star Star-Lord. I've already completed Realm of Legends. I'm not planning on taking him into the Labyrinth of Legends. I've already completed Act 4. And I don't use him in Alliance War to take on the bosses or the mini-boss nodes, which he's still good for. I just don't use him. So I don't see any reason to rank him to 5. But he still has good use until you get the 5-star version and dupe him. Next we have the Age of Ultron Vision. Now the only reason that I have not ranked him up to 5 is because I purchased that OG Vision, and that's who's going to go up to 5 because in my opinion he is a better version of this Vision. Alright, and next we have Punisher. Now the Punisher I pulled twice. Yes, he is actually a dupe, and I've not seen him since. Now when I got him I didn't like him, and I didn't even know how rare he was until an alliance mate actually saw him in my roster and was like, dude, you actually got the Punisher twice? I said, yeah. And he was like, wow. And I was like, what? He's not that good. Well, now he is that good, and that is why I took him to rank 4. I actually have him on AW defense, and he actually surprises some people and gets them really good. So I like him. Now we come to OG Black Panther. He is a good bleeder, but that's really all he has, and it's not all that great. I actually took him to 4 because I thought he was really good, and I saw videos where he was doing some massive damage. I don't know if the patch nerfed him or if he's just been overshadowed by even better bleeders, but I regret now taking him to rank 4, and if I had a rank down ticket I would definitely take him down to rank 3. And now we come to my boy Wolverine. Wolverine is a childhood favorite of mine, and in this game he is a regen god. He has been on my Alliance Quest team for quite a while. In fact, I believe since I got him, he was my first 4-star and my first awakened 4-star. And I have never regretted putting him on my Alliance Quest team. He is definitely going to rank 5 when I get the class catalyst to do so. In fact, whether he goes or Voodoo goes to rank 5 just depends on which class catalyst I get first. Alright. Crossbones is also very good. I actually enjoy playing with him. I take him really on general questing, and he is awesome against Electro. He is awesome against Spider-Man. Love him against those guys. He wrecks them. Black Panther Civil War I use in Alliance War defense, and he does get some kills now and again. That's pretty much where I use him. I don't use him anywhere else. Loki is actually ranked 3 despite his PI. Now he was a disappointment. I ranked him up to 4, and I actually was planning on ranking him up to 5, mostly for prestige. I do have fun playing him when I'm facing an opponent that has buffs that I want to steal, like Iron Man and his regen buff. Awesome, love it. That can be a lot of fun. I also stole Ultron's regen buff, I believe. So he has his uses, and he can be a lot of fun. Stealing Fury buffs and all kind of other stuff, and I saw videos where he totally wrecked King Groot. Now I used a 3-star Voodoo against King Groot in Master Mode and did some damage to him there, and if you haven't seen that video, please check it out. It's on my channel. And finally we have Captain America, and he is the last rank 4 4-star that I'll be talking about. And he was on my Alliance Quest team until I got Dr. Voodoo, and I wanted to test out Voodoo, so I bumped him, put Voodoo in, and we'll see how it goes. And so far I like it. Now I may put him back on the team because he has great survivability, and considering the style of fighting that I like to do, which is a lot of parrying and blocking, he does very, very good. So we'll see. But I don't regret ranking him to 4, and I probably won't rank him to 5. I was waiting for a Captain America World War II. Him I would probably rank to 5 and put on the team, either Alliance War or Alliance Quest. Alright, so we will just take a look and you guys can see what other champions I have. These guys are all rank 3, and I use them mostly in general questing, but also for their synergies. So, and there you have it. Almost all of my 4 stars are rank 3 and above. As you can see, the only 2 that are not, actually there's 4 of them, Phoenix, Magic, Falcon, and Venom. These are recent acquisitions. Phoenix will be going up to rank 3. Magic, I'm going to be taking her to rank 4, but Falcon and Venom I just got, and they'll go up probably when there's a skill advancement or a cosmic advancement going on. Alright, let's take a look at my 5 stars. As you see, I have 7 of them, and none of them are duped. But I have been fortunate to get several that are good without being awakened. Guillotine, Yellow Jacket, Hawkeye, and Black Panther Civil War. All of them are good without being awakened. But I'm not going to prioritize any of these guys over my 4 stars, at least not right now. Okay, and lastly we will take a look at the 3 stars. And you can see which 3 stars I've maxed out. Mainly they are maxed out because some event happened and they were the only ones, or I just wanted to play around with them to see how good they were. Okay. And there you have it. I don't think anybody is interested in seeing my 2 stars, but this is my roster, and this is what I've been able to do in the past year. Alright, so on to my mastery setup. Alright, some of you might be curious about my profile, so here you go. I have 210 total heroes. My base rating is 294,000. And you can see here my top champions. Alright. And we'll start with offense. To the left is a more or less standard build. I went 3 in Glass Cannon, 5 in Deep Wounds, and only 1 in Assassin. I think that first point in Assassin is very important, but I believe that Glass Cannon results in more damage than getting those extra points in Assassin, but you can play around with it and see which one you like more. There is no one best build. Okay, in defense, again a more or less standard. I only have 1 point in salve. I just don't think it's all that great. I maxed out recovery. I do believe that one is good. It actually helps Wolverine's regen and everybody's regen. Energy resistance is okay, but I only got it so that I could get the physical resistance, which I believe is really good to max out. And of course block proficiency. Now I used to get stand your ground, but I don't believe it's worth it anymore, really. Early on it was worth it because I was getting hit with a lot of heavies. Now I don't really get hit with heavies unless the game glitches. And you'll also notice that I don't have any points in willpower. You can put 1 point in willpower. Sometimes I do. It really just depends. But I don't really need a point in willpower, and I haven't missed it. Alright, and finally utility. Now I went with Mystic Dispersion because I'm playing with Scarlet Witch. I just got Voodoo, who I'm playing with now. I ranked up Mordo, and he's on Alliance War Defense. And I'll be ranking up Magic as soon as I can. So it just made sense to go with a Mystic Dispersion. I only have 3 points. I want to get another point, but it is expensive. Now, a word about Pacify. I like Pacify. I need the points to get Mystic Dispersion, and it's great for going up against certain champions, I don't know, like Magic, who you can stun just before she would proc Limbo and then push her past it, and you get a 30% reduction in her ability trigger. So she has a 30% chance not to, or reduced chance to proc her Limbo. Now if they have a Sig level 99 Magic, don't be surprised if she still procs that Limbo quite often. Alright, so that's going to do it, guys. If you liked the video, if you found it informative, please consider clicking like, leave a comment below, let me know what you think, and you guys have a blessed day.